Let me bring in Martin Kpebu. Since you talked about Operation Recover or Loot, he lawyer but also a member of that committee. Martin, whereas this particular case wasn't part of the oral scope, what do you make of the fact that it appears in this case the principle of recovering or loot wasn't applied?
Evans, I disagree that the principle wasn't applied. When I say Operation Recover or Loot, it means you recover all that you can recover. So the name of this game we are debating is evidence, evidence, evidence. So yes, I take the point that Dufour has a relationship with NDC, Ayene was in the case, Eduji. I take all those points, right? Oh, perfect. It's just that the time hasn't come for us to start yelling in higher decibels because there's still a lot of euphoria. I take all those points. But the point still remains that to be scientific about this, we'll have to ask for more transparency. It's all about transparency. We need to see the evidence. What did Dufour offer? Maybe if they said, look, these are all of our assets, what went into it? It's only when we see what they offered and then we can show that, oh, beyond the pool of funds or assets they have these other ones stashed somewhere. Then that's when we begin to cry that the AG didn't do the best that he had to do. So until we get information that the Dufours didn't put forward their best offer or the AG didn't negotiate well, we cannot complain. We can't just hinge the fact that AG was in the case, that's Ayene represented one of them, Eduji was in the case, etc., to conclude that ipso facto, they deliberately chose 60% when they could have had 100. If we were to do that, it wouldn't work. So maybe, even though we've not had all of the transparency, the revelations, we can begin. And in the morning, we're on the Super Morning Show. I was on with Suleiman Abrahima, Bafwe, etc. And we all agreed that we are asking for further and better particulars. So at this stage, I would reserve further judgment, saying that the AG didn't do the best until we get the further and better particulars. And in matters like this, we also mentioned the morning that it is standard to put in a clause that, look, if you disclose a certain pool of assets, let's say you say all you have is 1 billion, and so you are offering us 800 so that you keep 200 for yourself. If later we're to find that you have other assets hidden, we will go after them. Like this popular tennis star I mentioned, Boris Becker.